Alright, this is my attempt to make a haul video. This is the comics that I've gotten since Free Comic Book Day. We met up with my brother and his family the other day, and actually yesterday, and ended up near a comic book store that I've never been to, so I checked it out, and I got these two comics to finish up that run. They cost $3.50 a piece. Usually I don't. Usually I'm more of a dollar hunter, but when I'm trying to finish those last few issues and I haven't been able to find them anywhere else, that's when I'm like, all right, time to go to those stores that don't have dollar bins but have a lot of back issues of just random titles. This I got at a shop right near my work that has 3 for $5 books, and so I just got 3 issues of Soldier X. I just finished a volume of Cable, so I wanted to work on another Cable run. I only had issue 2 of that before, so now I have 4 issues. This I got back at that store that I told you about. It's $5 for a 15-center Iron Man, which is only one of 4 that I have now under issue 100. And these I got at a local antique mall. You can see the price was only $1.39, and Transformers are not hard to come by for that price, so I just picked them up. They had a few more, but the other ones, the conditions were pretty ratty, so even at that price I kind of passed on them. These I got at a local toy convention. Just a little. It's weird. The ones that say $3 actually were $3. The ones that say $5 ended up being. Actually, no, I don't remember. I think they were $1 though. So yeah, I am trying to put together a Fables run, and I kind of avoided Fairest, but you find a bunch for $1, you're gonna pick them up. I think the only one I had before that is issue 1. Unfortunately, no, yeah, these are definitely all $1. Unfortunately, I did just grab what they had, and ended up that some of them were double. So I think I got 3 duplicates, which might be somewhere else in this box. These aren't organized, by the way. These are what I've gotten over the last week. I just kind of threw them in a box. But same vendor. These are all $1. The story on Spider-Man is I've been collecting over 30 years, and when I first started collecting, I had a lot of issues like, first Venom, first Carnage, a lot of McFarlane issues, and I traded them away for like Superman books and stuff in grade school. And now I regret that. And I was focusing on a lot of like DC. Now, my preference is I love universes. And at the time, Spider-Man always kind of, the Marvel Universe, as is kind of, they just felt disconnected. Avengers never cared about Spider-Man's problems, never cared about the X-Men problems. Actually, when Spider-Man would be in the Avengers, he would act completely different. He would just be like the bumbling idiot. He wouldn't seem very competent at all. They never cared or mentioned human rights or mutant rights at all. And it just seemed like all these different properties just took place in a different reality. They never referenced themselves. Now, DC, on the other hand, books really affected each other, at least in my opinion. And I really dug that. All this, especially the Superman titles at the time, there was 4 different Superman titles, but they all continued into the next one, into the next one, into the next one. And I really liked that. It was like one weekly Superman book. Batman books, not so much. But yeah, the Superman books did. And yeah, DC just felt connected. You know, you had Kyle Rayner dated Donna Troy, and then went on cruises with Wally West and Connor Hawke. This was a $3 book. I thought I actually needed that one, and I did not. I have a CLZ app. I just didn't look for it for that issue for some reason. Yeah, these were the doubles I was talking about. So I had that one, and this one were doubles. I have that. I've had it probably over 20 years, but I don't really know the condition, so I saw that for $1, and so I grabbed it. I just seen these, and I almost never see Gotham City Sirens, so I just grabbed them. They were $1. I was like, yes. Turns out I had both of those, but hopefully maybe one day I'll find someone else who has duplicate Gotham City Sirens, and I will trade them, because I think I have like 5 total of that run. And yeah, even though these are Mark 8, they were $1, and I just grabbed them because Adam Hughes covers. Did I finish my story about Spider-Man? So yeah, Spider-Man, I just knew that the Spider-Man books were kind of expensive, and if I was going to try to put together runs of Spider-Man, it would be hard. So I kind of just worked on everything else. I got a great Avengers run, I got a great X-Men runs, I got all these other runs. I got, from Crisis to Flashpoint in DC, I have about 90% of all DC comics from Crisis to Flashpoint. Like I said, that Gotham City Sirens is probably a lot of that, 10%. Anyway, continuing, more and more $1 books. You can see my taste is everywhere. Like I said, I'll get any in continuity, Marvel or DC. The more I have of a completed run, the more I'll seek them out. I hit a lot of $1 bins. I try to finish. My goal is to finish 52 runs in the year. I think I'm at 17. I've finished 17 ongoing runs so far this year. This was $3. I didn't see this part at the end, or when I bought it. If I did, I probably wouldn't have got that. Oh, this is cool. I have 1 through 20, missing only 15, so I was glad to find that. Yeah, all these from this cap and these next 3 books were all $1 or $3 finds. I think this is the first booth I went to at the convention. This one and this one were one of 3 issues I needed to finish this run, so I picked those up. That's why I spent $3 on them. Any ongoing Spider-Man in continuity book I find for $1 I will pick up now that I don't have. This, another $3 book, I got because I have the whole Joss Whedon run except for issue 6. I got that for $3. The very next booth I went to was these dollar bins, which all these books I've been showing you came from these dollar bins, and people were ransacking these bins. And someone right next to me pulled out an first print Astonishing X-Men 6 and actually showed it to his buddy. He was like, yeah, this is the first appearance of Abigail Brand or Sword or whatever. So I was like, I would have got that. I believe these two were the only 2 issues I needed to go from the beginning of Rebirth to issue 1000. So I put that together. These were, okay, no, I know what these are. Both these two and the next couple books were from my local comic store, Yancey Street Comics, in Port Richey, Florida. They were having a half-off sale. So any of their back issues were half off. Those ended up costing me $2 a piece. This was $1.50. Like I said, I'm trying to finish this Fables run. I have about 100 of the 150 issues. Now, I've read all of them all. When they were coming out, I would buy the trade paperbacks and read them as soon as they came out. So I kept up on those. But then I was like, I actually went to issues. So I bought those. Now, as much as I like supporting my local comic store, I really hunt for back issues, and I really love dollar bins. And I have ransacked my comic book store's back issue bins. So when they have a half off sale, I try to find ones that really finish runs. So this cost me $4, but it finished this run of Wonder Woman for me. Like I said, those Fables, they were cheap and filled in gaps. This finished run, and the 2 detectives finished not a completed run, but a good section of a run. Back to the convention, more dollar books. Anytime I see this run, I'll try to pick them up. Probably not going to be able to finish it in a dollar run or from dollar bins, but you never know. I found some pretty big keys in dollar bins before. And the fact that I got a good little chunk of it here is pretty decent. This I just picked up for the cover. I just knew the artist. I recognized the signature. I don't see him doing a lot of work, so I was like, no, cool. Plus, it's issue 1. Don't think it's worth anything. Another Adam Hughes Maze Agency. Clown Hunter. I love finding Wonder Woman's issues I don't have. I'm kind of working on all her runs at the same time since Crisis on. This is a little popular for a while. Finding that in a dollar bin, that was pretty cool. Same with this. After this issue, I now need 1 more to finish this run. Now, when I left the convention, I only had so much money left. I was like, oh, all right, let's spend this last $10. And I came across Young Justice, and I've been hunting the issues that I don't have of this run forever. And these are $2 a piece, and I just bought all those dollar bins books. And so it's like $2 a piece. Plus, I don't have enough to buy all of these, but I need them. I've been itching to finish this run forever. So I picked up the last 6 issues I needed, and then I was like, hey, you don't have to pay credit cards, do you? And he did. So I didn't even have to spend that last bit of money. I just put it on my card. this convention was at a little VFW that they put on every 2 months. And a lot of people usually don't use cards. This is another $3 book, and with those two Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Mans I showed you earlier, that pretty much finished that run. So I did finish a couple runs in this week. Now these were different little conventions. It's kind of lame. This other convention was on Free Comic Book Day. It was advertised as a card show that had comics. When I went there was only like one little booth that had comics. I seen these, and his boxes were marked half off whatever's priced. So these are $5 a piece. This is pretty cool. I didn't realize it until I got home, but it has a little certificate on it. I guess it's limited edition. And looking these up, I guess these are from some place called Unknown Comics. But those are both $5. This was $2.50. This was $5. This is that was $1, but turns out I already own it. You know, it's stupid. You get the CLZ app and it saves you from getting all these doubles, and then you once in a while don't ever look at it and you still get the double. It seems whenever I don't look at the CLZ app, I end up picking up doubles. It's annoying, but my own fault. So trying to, I think with all these, again, dollar books, with all these, I need 3 more issues in this run. Fortunately, those issues are the first and last issue, and then some random middle one. It's always the first and last issue that's harder to find in dollar bins. So yeah, whenever I go out hunting, it's either for comic books or, as you can see in the background, pins. Yeah, everything else in this pile, except this. One more $3 book. Everything else in this pile is $1. It's not many left. But talking about the pins in the background, I have been collecting comics for, as I said earlier, 30 years plus. And I ended up with a lot of those little promo buttons. Like, you know, the Flashpoint promo buttons, and, you know, different times throughout the last however many years they come out with different promo buttons. I ended up with a lot of them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear one every day. And I did, but I got too much into it, and I just started looking for more and more. And then I finally ended up just buying a pin board. You can see, I was like, oh, this is a good one to buy for $1. And then I saw that. So, as much as I'm not a condition hound on that, I kind of want a replacement. So I didn't even put that in CLZ. If I find a new one, I find a new one. Hopefully I will for $1. Last 2 books. Kind of working on all the different Suicide runs, squad runs too. I say that like I'm not looking for every run, but putting a little extra effort in Suicide Squad. I basically, people ask me like, what runs are you looking for? It depends on what I find in dollar bins. When the only time I look for issues regular priced is when I'm down to just a few left, you know? And it's not, part of it's because I'm cheap, part of it is I collect so many books, so many titles. I don't try to collect runs, I try to collect universes. So if I go out and spend $20 and get 20 books or 5 books, it helps me out more to buy the 20 books. So, and someone's like, well, what runs are you looking for? There's some that I'm like, oh, I only need 1 or 2 issues left, but so I'm going to try to find it. I'll spend money on those. But mostly I'd rather just buy in bulk because it fills in more gaps that way. Same with pins. I'm now in my 2nd year of pin wearing. There are a lot of pins that I've seen that I would love for, $10, $15, but I wear it for one day and then retire it. These are just the pins. These don't include my buttons at all because they don't fit well on a corkboard. These are just the ones that I have worn already. Oh, Coliseum of Comics, that little button in the middle right there with the C on it. That is one of the stores I went to this week. That's where I bought the 2 Legion of superheroes that finished the run. So yeah, that's my worn one-time pin collection. The last thing I'll show off, there's this antique mall I go to, and I saw this, and it was $3. And I always used to, back in the day, really admire these little plates. So for $3, not chipped or anything, I was like, hell yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe buy one of those little display stands. We'll see. But that's it for today. That's a week's worth of books. Probably spent a little too much this week, but I filled in a lot of missing gaps in my collection. So I'm happy. Thanks for watching.